I was reading something today. Thought I'd share a little bit with you. There's a old time preacher. He comes on TV a lot. A guy named Dr. Charles Stanley. And he's a pretty smart man. Anyway, I was reading something he wrote, and it kind of made a lot of sense. Called The Words We Speak. I'll read a little bit to you. Gossip is often regarded as a relatively harmless pastime, particularly when compared to bigger wrongs like murder or adultery. Satan has painted idle talk as insinuous. But if we peel away the deception, we discover that the ugly truth in the Bible, God lists gossip among the most depraved sins. That's in Romans 1:28-31. Nothing about gossip is harmless, whether the talk is intentionally cruel or simply some idle chatter. The target of the comments can be embarrassed or hurt. He writes, "A friend of mine decided to trace a damaging story about himself back to the original source. He asked one man after another, 'Where did you hear this?' Well, 17 men later, he finally found the person who had originated the tale. This fellow admitted he had speculated aloud regarding a situation about which he knew little. A destructive chain reaction began, with just one man jumping to a false conclusion while chatting with a friend. Even if the victim never learns of the chit-chat going on behind his or her back, gossip still has consequences. The people who spread a tale reveal their inner thinking. For the mouth speaks out of that which fills the heart." That's from Matthew 12:34. "A poisonous tongue flows with jealousy, resentment, or pride that resides in the heart of the person." Gossip has the power to hurt feelings, destroy reputations and friendships, and even divide churches. We do not have the right to bring such damage into anyone's life. In fact, God is the only one we should turn to when we hear a story about somebody. Those facing trials and hard times, they need a prayer and love rather than tongues wagging over their struggles and misfortunes. Ask a group of people to define gossip, and most will mention speaking rumors about others. That is correct, but not the whole truth. Gossip includes any idle or malicious talk that harms someone else. In other words, damaging speech is a universal sin, one that we all are guilty of at some point in life. I've been guilty of it. For example, did you ever comment negatively on how a person was dressed, or suggest to a friend that someone you both know is in the wrong job or involved in unsuitable hobbies? Or tell an acquaintance about another man or woman's personal life? Let me ask you a final question. Did you feel a little check in your spirit while you were speaking? All of these can be examples of gossip, words that do damage and hurt others despite sounding innocent. Idle comments are often delivered in a way that makes them seem unlike the traditional definition of gossip. People mask gossip in several ways, such as speaking in jest, offering others' personal details as an example, and disguising the spread of information even as a prayer request. Of course, not every tease or illustration is gossip, and the body of Christ is certainly called upon to pray for these facing hard times. Therefore, we must be able to distinguish between the worthless chatter and wise speech. What matters is the heart's motivation. That's in Psalms 19:14. When the intention is to mar a reputation or create instant camaraderie with another person, lips move loosely. This often happens while discussing someone else's misfortune. But a desire to please God and reflect His grace prompts us to speak only that which builds others up. I was thinking about that, and take old Facebook for instance. We have gotten so used to putting their 2 cents in on every post that pops up on our news feed. We'll put people down and share things that we think are funny, that are making fun of other people. Especially here at election time, man, every politician, is being put down by their competition. And we jump right in there with them, and we spread that crap, and all we know is what they tell us. It's gotten so commonplace to do that stuff and to post and share and just get all wrapped up in the bull crap that it's odd if we don't. Like, I've gotten so fed up with it all that I very seldom even get into conversation when I see stuff popping up on there. And people say, well, you haven't been on Facebook. I haven't seen you posting nothing. Like, is something wrong? Yeah. Facebook is wrong. It's like one of those gossip papers you see at the checkout counter in the grocery store, man. It's just big, bold headlines and scandalous pictures on the front page just to get a reaction from people. And a lot of that stuff isn't even true, but it's entertainment, and we gobble it up like it's the real deal. This social media stuff, it could be a good thing if everybody used it correctly, but most of us don't. And whether we're, spitting out gossip, to our friends with our mouth, or we're typing it on Facebook with our fingers, it's still gossip. They're still spreading a bunch of crap. And, we're going to have to answer for every idle word that we speak. I think every idle word that we type too. Everything that we share. I don't know about y'all, but I've shared enough crap in my life. I think from here on out I want to try and keep everything legit. Anyway, it's something to think about. I'll catch you later.